Types of occupational safety hazard. Types of occupational safety hazard have 8 hazards, and we will performing the 8 types of hazards. Number 1, unnatural or awkward posture. Cooking while using wrong tools are also part of unnatural or awkward postures. It can lead burn to your hand if there were oil spilling or the heat from the fire. Instead, use with longer handle to avoid incidents or hazards. Number 2, repetitive motion. Doing repetitive things can also lead to physical injuries. For example, you are cooking and doing repeated movement and your hand starting to hurt. So instead of using only one hand, use your both hands to avoid this kind of injuries. Number 3, standing in the same place for a long time. For example, you are waiting for your ingredient that you ordered and you are standing in one place for a long time. This can also lead to a physical injury. Instead, find a place to relax while waiting to avoid this kind of hazard or injury. Number 4, heavy loads. For example, you came from buying groceries and you also waiting someone. You are carrying heavy loads and then it caused your hand hurt because of carrying it for a long time. To avoid this kind of hazard, you need to find a place where you can rest while waiting to avoid this kind of physical injury. Number 5, forceful use of hand muscle. For example, you are trying to carry garbage can and it's heavy and it makes your back hurt. So the solution here is to carry the garbage can in the right way to avoid these physical injuries. Number 6, slips, trips, and falls. For example, you are mopping the floor and forget to put sign, and the person who is in the area gets slipped. To avoid this hazard, after mopping the floor, put a sign so the person who is in this area will know if the floor is wet to avoid incidents that can cause injuries. Trip. For example, you are in a hurry and you accidentally unplace a thing in the floor that can lead incidents such as trip. To avoid this hazard, first you must always look your way and place the right things that can lead accident in a right place. Falls. For example, you are carrying thing and you got an unexpected call from someone and you forgot to place that thing in the right way. So, to avoid this hazard, you must place the thing in a right way before doing other things to avoid accidents. Number 7, burns. For example, you are in a hurry and forgot to put protection from the heat and you accidentally touch the pot and you got burned. To avoid this, use hand towels or gloves to protect your hands from the heat from the pot to avoid this kind of hazard. Number 8, cuts and lacerations. For example, you are cutting onions and suddenly someone calls you and you forgot that you are cutting and you accidentally cut your hand. To avoid this hazard, if there was someone calling you, first stop your slicing and put your knife down to avoid cutting accidents. And that's all. Thank you for watching.